everyone. Today I'm back with another vinyl wrap tumbler. I'm doing quite a few of them because initially I was a little bit scared to do them, but I'm finding that the more I do them, the more I actually enjoy doing them. And I'm actually getting quite good at the Mod Podge glitter application method as well. So I'll keep going with them because they're really fun to do. This particular design is not my own design. It's from a lady called Myra Makes It, or Mayra Makes It. Hope I'm saying that correctly. I'll link her video down below. Please check out her channel. She has some really gorgeous tumblers and she's super fun to watch. So really love watching her. And it's easy to follow all her tutorials. So let me show you what I'm going to be using. So I bought this gorgeous vinyl from Princess and Puddin', which is an Australian company. I'll link the website in the description box. I cut some templates as well, and I think I cut these at 8, what did I cut them at? I'll put the measurements down below, but I'm pretty sure that's like 20 centimeters in the length. I can't exactly recall what the width is, and I haven't got a ruler here to measure at the minute, but I'll link the sizes down below. And I'm going to use that to put on the vinyl and cut out my my diamond out of the cup. So the glitter that I'm using are glitters are both from Sparkles by Car-B Designs. We have Gundagai, this gorgeous hot pink, and Mulga Parrot. I'll link the Sparkles website in the description box as well. The other things you will need if you're following along is some Mod Podge, a paintbrush, and your cutty thingy. And I'm pretty sure that's everything to start with. So let me point you down and we'll get started. Now I've got a bit of a funny camera set up here, so I'm going to have a look underneath to make sure that I'm in frame. Hopefully that's looks to be in frame anyway. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is wrap the vinyl. So I've got a sanded and prepped tumbler. I've just spray painted that white, not very well, but I'm not overly worried because it'll be covered by glitter anyway. So let me do that right now. Now, I've just cut this to fit. So you can see that there's like the white edge of the vinyl here. I'm not worried about that because my first diamond will actually be put right there. So it's not going to matter if you know, if that white edge is there, because it's going to get cut off anyway. So I'm going to put some music on while I do this because it's no fun watching me struggle with putting on the vinyl. So sit back and enjoy, and hopefully you get a bit of a giggle out of it. Okay, so that's wrapped. Just a little word of advice: if ever you are wrapping tumblers, straight skinny tumblers are the bomb for that. You generally don't have too many issues doing the wrap on it. So what I want to do now is I need to cut off the top and the bottom. So bear with me while I do that. so I'm not worried about this little bit up here because when I sand it, I'll be sanding it so that there's a very, very fine rim along there anyway. Okay, so now comes what I feel like is the tricky part. So here's the seam. I'm going to put this right along that line, like that. And then I'm going to sticky tape it because I just can't cut straight to save my life and feel like I need the extra help. Okay, that's one side on there. So now I've got to try and line up the other side. So, that looks pretty good to me, actually. Oh, I just moved it. About there, I'd say. Near enough. I'll check it before I cut. Okay. Well, I think I need to move this one over a bit. It's a bit too close to that one on that side. So let me just align that again. Okay, that's better. It was just a matter of moving it over just a little bit. I haven't measured. I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm not that pedantic. I don't think somebody's going to get a ruler out and, you know, measure across there. So now, cross your fingers and hope that I don't make a colossal mess of it. So now I'm going to start cutting, and I'm just going to run along that template, right on the edge of it. And it is going to cut through the tape, but I'm not overly worried. I just have to make sure that it actually does cut. Okay, that's one side. Let's do the other side. When you get to the sticky tape down here, just hold it because you don't want it to move. Like that. Okay, whew, that should do it. Let's see if I can get it off without breaking it. Where's the line? Down here. Okay, so I'm going to use Mod Podge and apply my glitter that way. Hopefully you can all see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put Mod Podge on the white part all the way up, trying not to go over the edge too much because I want a nice clean edge along there. So I want to do an ombre, oops, and I'll start with Gundagai at the top. So I'm just going to put a little bit at the top here, angle my cup a bit, and just let it kind of drop down. And then I'm going to come in with the, change my paper over, come in with the Mulga Parrot and do the same on the bottom. So just a little bit on the bottom to start with. And then just angle your cup, take your glitter up high and let it fall. And then I'm going to cut back across here to Gundagai and bring that a bit further down. And just keep going backwards and forwards until you get the coverage that you actually want on your ombre. So that's the first coat on there. Now I want to put some glitter on the bottom here, just because I want that to be really covered and the vinyl to be sealed. So I'm just going to run some Mod Podge around the rim, down here, the bottom rim, and cover that with the blue glitter. Pretty much it for the first layer. I'm going to come back in and do a second coat over that glitter, just so that it really sparkles and stands out. So I'll be back in a little while to do the next coat. Hello, hello, hello. So I thought that I had actually recorded the next step of my tumbler, but clearly I hadn't for some reason, so I don't know what went wrong. But literally all I did was put another coat of glitter on, a coat of epoxy, and I've sanded it. So literally that's all I've done. So now I'm going to put the stripes on it. So I'll switch you down so you can see where I'm up to with it, and we'll just keep going. Okay, so this is it here. So it's all sanded. It looks a bit dull and you know, pretty lifeless. So I'm going to put the stripes on. I don't know how these will look, and actually I've kind of decided in my head if I don't like it, I'll just cut new one. Having said that, I shall start sticking them on. So I'm just literally following the line of the vinyl and glitter right there. So, okay, I found it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use scissors to trim it down here. Yep, about there. And then I'll stick the other side on. Hopefully it's long enough. Should be. Kind of try and make sure that it's really straight, or as straight as you can get it actually, but pretty straight. The good thing about vinyl is you can pull it off and put it back on again. It's a noisy bird. Okay, so I'm going to trim down here first, to give myself a bit of room to fiddle, and oops, all right, so now I've just given myself a bit more light so I can see what I'm doing. So the one underneath, you can see here, that one, I'm going to trim right there. And that one I've trimmed just there to make it sit flat. And I'll do the same on this side. Down here, I'm just going to trim along that glitter line. There. And the same up here. I'm just actually going to just get the knife and trim along that line there. So this is as pink as I can get. And we'll see what it looks like on here. So I've made these just under or just over 2 millimeters. So we'll see how they work. They're very, very tiny. I think they'll work a bit better though. Now I'm going to trim that exactly the same way as what I did the other one. Like that. It's a bit tricky. But just take your time with this step, and you shouldn't have any trouble at all. And I mean, at the end of the day, what's the worst that could happen? You have to cut more vinyl or put another piece of vinyl on. Okay, so I'm going to put some music on while I do the rest, and I'll be back to talk to you when it's done. Okay, excuse me. So that's that. So what I'm going to do now is I'll put another layer of epoxy on and put it outside to spin, and I will show the finished product on at the end of the video, and I think also probably on the Sparkles by Carby Designs Facebook page and my Instagram and my Coastal Creations Facebook page. So if anyone wants to see the finished product, just jump on there and go and have a look. So that's pretty much my take on this diamond tumbler. I will link the original creator's video in the description box if you want to go and check that out. You should, because she's pretty amazing, and all the products that I used I'll link in the description box as well. So thank you all for watching, and hope you'll tune in for the next video.